Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So it is that time again where I get to just sit down, have a little chat with you all, answer some of your questions, address some of the comments in my YouTube videos and on my Instagram. I like to make these kind of videos once in a while, maybe once every 2-3 months, because I do get a lot of comments. I can honestly say that even if I don't get a chance to reply to you, I read every single one of your comments. I love them, I appreciate them so much, and I am hoping that I can answer some of your questions in this video. So I'm going to be getting into that really soon, but first I would like to give a big thanks to today's sponsor, Ana Luisa. I get so many questions about my jewellery, not just in the YouTube world, but in my daily life. Even this morning, I was dropping Mateo at kindergarten, and our kindergarten mum came up to me and said, "Oh my goodness, I love your necklace, where did you get it?" And I'm always so excited to tell them that it's from Ana Luisa, and I always share a little bit of a story about Ana Luisa because not only is their jewellery absolutely beautiful, but it is sustainable, and I just love what Ana Luisa stands for as a company. All of their jewellery is actually made from recycled materials, so recycled gold, sterling silver, brass, and what I think is extra cool is the fact that Ana Luisa used previously worn jewellery and electronic components, which would otherwise be clogging up the landfill. Instead, they are crafting these beautiful jewellery pieces out of recycled materials. So today I'm wearing the Cardi set. I have been eyeing up this set for so long, and it looks even better in real life. There's this round necklace here with this gorgeous little star, and this one is a horn-shaped necklace. I'm also wearing these gorgeous little hoops here. They have this really beautiful crystal detailing on them, and they are very, very lightweight, so very comfortable to wear. I also wanted to let you know that Ana Luisa are having a huge Valentine's Day sale going on right now. So if you purchase one piece of their beautiful recycled jewellery, you will receive 40% off your second piece, which is a fantastic deal. I'm going to leave a link for their website in my description below. Okay guys, let's jump into it. I have to address this one. So a couple of weeks ago, I logged into my Instagram and my inbox was absolutely bombarded with messages, and I went and had a look what was going on, and so many of you were sending me articles from the German newspaper or the German sort of online news sources, and they were all about baby names in Germany. So the most popular baby names in Germany for 2021 have been released, and the results were quite shocking to say the least, at least for me personally. The most popular baby name in Germany for a girl is Emilia, my daughter's name, and the most popular baby name for a boy is Mateo, my son's name. I have to be honest, this did not completely surprise me because maybe a year ago I stumbled across a couple of articles saying that these names were the most popular in Germany, but I didn't know that these were the official number 1 and 2 in Germany. I'm not gonna lie, I was so disappointed about this. I was not expecting for my children's names to become this popular in Germany. When Amelia was born in 2013, her name was not very popular. It was definitely up and coming, but it was not a popular name. It was definitely not in the top 10. And I really thought the name was quite unique. Like, I love the spelling with the E. In New Zealand we spell Amelia with an A, and I thought the E was really, really nice, and it kind of matched with my name, Emily. Emily is my middle name, so I fell in love with the name, and I was not expecting it to become number 1. The name Mateo, on the other hand, I cannot believe it is number 1 right now. When we named him, this name was not popular at all. I don't even think it was in the top 50. I thought it was quite a unique name, and I obviously love the name. I completely fell in love with the name, and I was not expecting it to become popular. Apparently it's really unusual for a baby name to rise so quickly in popularity. So in 2016, when Mateo was born, don't even think it was in the top 50. I think a couple of years ago it had risen to maybe the top 20, and now it's number 1, which obviously mind-blowing for me. Okay guys, so the next question, I'm just gonna have a look at my phone. I get asked this question quite a lot, so I thought I would answer it today. Your children always look adorable. Where do you buy their clothes? Thank you so much, that's very sweet. And my children do not always look put together, so I buy my children's clothes everywhere, and my children also have quite a few hand-me-downs from friends, which I am so incredibly grateful for. A really close friend of mine here in Germany has 2 little boys, and she's not planning on having any more children, so she passed down a whole lot of their adorable clothes to Luca when I was pregnant with Luca. And so Luca is wearing so many of the little clothes from my friends' boys. And as far as buying my children's clothes, I like to shop at all sorts of different shops. I like to go to H&M. Sometimes they have some really great basics for kids and they're not too expensive. I also like to shop at Zara Kids. They also have some adorable kids clothes. Ersting's Family also have sometimes some really nice kids clothes. But I have been trying to be a little bit more sustainable lately in the way that if my children need a clothing item, I will go online and see what I can find secondhand first. And if I can't find that item secondhand, I will buy it new, but I will always check secondhand first. And you can buy some beautiful secondhand children's clothing in Germany. Oh my goodness. Vinted, I use that website a lot. I talk about that a lot. The great thing about having 2 boys is the fact that I can buy clothes for Matteo, and if he hasn't worn them out, I can pass them down to Luca. Also, my mother-in-law, she loves buying clothes for the kids. She will often pop over with a bag full with clothes that she has bought for the kids, and she has amazing taste, so I am so grateful for my mother-in-law. And my mum, she will sometimes send packages of clothes from New Zealand, but it does get quite expensive. So when the kids have a birthday coming up, she will often transfer some money into my account, and I will buy clothes for the kids from the money that my mum has put in my account. So grateful to my mum for doing that. I know that if we were living in New Zealand or she was living close by to us, she would be buying bits and pieces for the children. So, you know, it's nice that she's able to, you know, transfer the money and I can buy items that the children need. Antoinette, how is your mum coping with not being able to see you and the kids during this pandemic? It must have been a couple of years since you've all seen each other. It's been over 2 years since we've seen my mum, and it is so hard. And I know, even though my mum doesn't say this very often, I know she is struggling a lot with this. So New Zealand still have their borders closed. There has been another hurdle in us getting back to New Zealand because of the new COVID variant, and it's just not possible. We're hoping to get back there this year, but who knows? It is completely unpredictable and no one can tell us whether we will be able to travel back. But yeah, my mum's finding it very hard. Not only does she have us living overseas in Germany, my sister lives in New York, as I have mentioned before. She has 2 children, and I have 2 brothers in Australia. Thankfully, I have 1 brother living in New Zealand, and my brother has 3 children. A lot of you would have seen a video that I made with my mum when she was here in Germany. You guys seem to really love that video. It was actually a bit of a hit, and rightly so, because my mum is incredible. She is my biggest role model, my inspiration, and I miss her so much. My mum is a very positive person. She is very level-headed. She is a cup half full person, and she is looking at the situation realistically, and she is not getting worked up about something she can't change, but she is very sad, of course. Luca is a year old and my mum hasn't met him yet. It is awful, it is a horrible situation, but we're focusing on the positives right now because that's all we can do. We're focusing on the fact that we have amazing technology where we can talk to each other every day if we want. We can message each other, we can send photos, we can send videos, we can talk with a camera, and we have close contact, which is very different to what it was like many years ago when my grandparents immigrated to New Zealand from England, and on my dad's side my grandparents immigrated from Lebanon, and there was absolutely no contact during that time, and it must have been heartbreaking. But right now we have this technology where we can stay connected, and we're focusing on that. At the end of the day, we need to stay positive. Of course, we can have our sad moments. We can dwell a little bit in the fact that this sucks, but we need to move on. And my mum, she has a full life in New Zealand. I've mentioned that my dad passed away many years ago and my mum never remarried, but she has such a full life. My auntie, my dad's sister, lives on the same property as her. There are 2 houses on one property and they live next to each other. They're best friends. They do everything together. My mum has a really wonderful, tight-knit circle of friends. She has a great social life. She has more of a social life than I do. She has my brother and his family. My brother has a 1-year-old little girl who we cannot wait to meet. My mum is very busy helping out with my brother's family. She goes to the gym. She does aerobics. She has a good life. She is fine. Of course she misses us, and it's going to be amazing when we get to see each other, hopefully this year. So you guys knew this was coming. I have a sweet little boy with me. Luca has just woken up from his nap. He's probably still looking quite sleepy and his hair's all sticking out, but you do look very cute. So where was I? The next question has to do with my hair. Somebody has asked, Antoinette, what shampoo do you use? Your hair always looks so shiny. Thank you very much. That is a very nice compliment. I wish I could tell you that I use this really fancy organic shampoo, but the truth is I just use a supermarket shampoo or just a drugstore shampoo. I don't have a specific shampoo that I use. I mix it up all the time. I would spend so much money on shampoo, like expensive salon shampoo, and when I look back at photos of myself during that time, I don't think my hair looked any shinier or any more healthy than what it does now. And I use, I don't know, Garnier, I'll use L'Oreal. I will insert a picture of the shampoo that I'm using currently. To be honest, I feel like my hair looks the same no matter what shampoo I use, which maybe I'm wrong. If you're a hairdresser or a hairstylist and you're watching this, you probably completely disagree with me, but I just don't notice a difference. I actually use coconut oil on my hair maybe once every 3 weeks, and so I'll do sort of like a coconut oil treatment where I apply it to, like, I dampen my hair a little bit and I will apply it just to the ends of my hair, and then I'll kind of like work my way up a little bit with coconut oil, and I'll tie my hair up and I'll leave it for a couple of hours, and then I will wash the coconut oil out, and I feel like it really helps to hydrate my hair. Okay, so the next question, this actually makes me laugh and feel a little bit embarrassed, to be honest, but it is very sweet. How do you stay so slim after having 3 children and eating all of that German food? So the answer to that, I don't always eat German food. Like, I think people are under the impression that I am constantly eating German food, which couldn't be further from the truth, to be honest. I do enjoy German food when I go to a restaurant. So I sometimes cook German food, but mostly I will cook, I don't know, I like to cook curries and stir fries and salads and roast dinners. I love like a good classic New Zealand roast dinner. I've also been getting quite into Polish cooking. My mother-in-law has kindly taught me some of her Polish recipes. My kids love her chicken soup, which I've actually sent the recipe to a couple of you guys who have requested the recipe, because I did talk about that in a grocery haul that I made recently. And so I eat all sorts of food, not just German food. And you asked me how I stay so slim. I'm breastfeeding right now, which definitely helped me drop the weight. I actually gained a lot of weight in my 3rd pregnancy. I gained much more weight in my pregnancy with Luca than I did with my other 2 pregnancies. I don't know why. I don't know, I'm getting older. Maybe I don't have such a great metabolism anymore due to the fact that I'm 36 now. I'm not sure. But I did have a lot of cravings in this pregnancy with Luca. And I gained quite a bit of weight, but I have managed to drop that weight, and I think it has to do with the fact that I'm running around constantly after my 3 children. I am not currently driving in Germany, so I do a lot of walking. I do try to eat healthy food when I can, but not always. I do love my chocolate and my sweet treats, but the majority of the food I eat is reasonably healthy, I would say. I love vegetables. I don't drink a lot of sugary soft drinks or anything like that, but I mean, you know, I just look like a regular woman, nothing spectacular. Sorry guys, unfortunately I'm gonna have to wrap this video up here. Luca is soaking wet from his sippy cup, so I need to get him changed before we go and pick Mateo up from kindergarten. And Rob just walked in the door. He is having his lunch break from work, so he's here for lunch, so it's all go 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 in my house right now. So I will probably have to do a part 2 sometime soon, because there were quite a few questions that I didn't manage to get through. Just before I go, I wanted to remind you that Ana Luisa are having a big sale right now for Valentine's Day. So if you buy one piece of their beautiful sustainable jewellery, you will receive 40% off your second piece. So I will leave a link to the Ana Luisa website in my description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for all the great questions that you left me, and feel free to keep asking me questions even if I can't get back to you. I am going to accumulate some of the really good questions for future videos, and you never know, I may reply to your comment. I do like to reply to as many comments as I can, but unfortunately I can't get back to all of you, which is so unfortunate because I love all of your feedback and I love getting your comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I would love you to consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I know that so many of you who watch my videos are not actually subscribed, so if you would consider subscribing, that would mean so much to me. Feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!